dude, you're getting Adele.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was marketing. That worked. That was so good.
Yeah, yeah, and even just like a $400 computer, like you could play like StarCraft or whatever, Like, yeah,
Yeah, I miss it. I miss PC gaming. I miss my gaming PC, my Industrial Orange. It was big black. I built this PC in like '08 for $300, and I got gifted a lot of parts from friends and stuff like
nice.
my tower and graphics card. So I had two graphics cards, so I was cost firing. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little high. I'm Mizu, and I'm here with Peter Lonnquist, right?
Yeah,
Um, yeah, we just did a podcast. Arya had to run out, but we're doing a bonus special just for you over on Patreon. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna talk about things like music and the history of the Rondo community over in St. Paul, because that's a crazy interesting story. It's like I read there's a book about it, that it was middle school required reading,
oh,
and I read it, and it's crazy. It's all about the Rondo community and how the companies, the oil companies and the tire companies and the automotive companies bought up the trolley systems just to tear them down so people would buy cars.
damn,
It's like
that's
it,
terrible.
yeah, it's I don't know. Minnesota has a crazy rich history, as we were saying earlier. Like St. Louis Park and is a Jewish community, but there's synagogues in the shape of a 6 point star if you look at a map, and that was done so Jews who are fleeing persecution in Minneapolis and St. Paul would know where to go, where they could be safe. And it's dope that we have history like that, but I feel like most towns and cities and states have histories. So like, there was a lot here before us, and there'll be a lot here after us.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. There's something. This is so different when I'm not smoking.
man.
Like being respectful and not smoking on camera with people. Because a lot of people don't smoke, and that's kind of why Scandal is canceled on this. I feel
Yeah,
it's because not everyone's just cool and open about marijuana. You're luckily just cool as long as no one's doing it in front of you. Like, I mean, you didn't say anything while we were smoking. Like, we hit
yeah,
it. I mean, I like people who are just okay with it or passive about it. It's like, not everyone grew up as open with weed as I did. It's like, I never saw it as something demonized that, oh, this is a gateway drug. Because I saw real gateway drugs being alcohol and cigarettes.
yeah,
It's like, anyone I knew who ended up doing harder drugs, that's what they started with, was drinking, stealing a beer from their parents, stealing some cigarettes. Like,
mm-hmm.
very few people I know who end up doing meth and harder drugs and oxys and shit. They all started with alcohol and cigarettes. So it's just bullshit when you're like marijuana is a gateway drug.
Yeah, man, yeah,
I don't know. It was put here. It's like it was used as medicine for years. It's like a little bit of weird Japanese history. It's like pre-Edo period, before all the Europeans came in. It's like monks grew marijuana all over Japan.
oh, I
Like,
didn't know anything about that.
yeah, it's like there are lots of monk sects that had fields and fields of marijuana. It's like marijuana is a rich part of a lot of countries' histories,
Yeah,
but because of our government and hey, I'm not getting funding for my drug enforcement agency. What can I demonize? Well, Mexicans smoke marijuana, and then you've got like I don't know the history America's history is just so tainted and dark. It's just so weird and fucked up. Because like 50% of the reason it's been outlawed is because, oh yeah, someone wanted a war on something. They needed federal funding. The other part is like a lot of the rich white people who were making money off of paper weren't gonna make money off of hemp because hemp makes so much stronger, better paper. It's like canvas. We get that from cannabis. I don't know. I'm high. I haven't even touched my tea. Like Rachel did make this beautiful infused tea.
It's good stuff. Yeah, man.
I just decided to throw something at the wall, see what happens. But I don't know. I mean, the tea is good.
And there's Taz.
Yeah, I got that from the Salvation Army right outside of downtown.
Nice.
Yeah, I went there to get a weed whacker, and I saw the Taz mug. I was like, oh, I gotta get that.
Did you get the weed whacker too, or did you just end up?
I got the weed whacker too.
Okay.
No, no. Here's the funny thing: is like I got the weed whacker, and it was the electric one that you plug in. And so I'm back here. I have the weed whacker. I'm doing my walk out there, and my neighbor who has the same address as me, but he's on the next block over. He's driving by, and he's like, "Oh." He gets out and talks to me like, "Hey, I'm your neighbor. Hey, do you need a weed whacker? Because like I just got a whole new tool set and a whole new battery system." And I'm like, yeah. And he gave me a fully gassed up weed whacker.
Dang.
So I was like, thank you. It's so nice to have good neighbors, especially as a homeowner. And it's like one of the things I love about having this house is having a fire pit, because there's no reason if you owned your house you don't have a fire pit, because there's just so much like stray wood that comes around. It's like I don't know how many trees we've had fall.
Yeah, man.
It's like
do you still use a fire pit in winter too, or do you go out there ever, or is it just not a good idea?
No, I mean I have used it in the winter. I've burned some stuff this winter. Like I haven't burned anything recently. It's like that's why I have like a bag full of recycled paper.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like I don't know. It was nice to get it started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I there was something I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any questions we didn't ask you. But yeah, this is what we work off. Oh yeah, how do you feel about garden gnomes? That's one she skipped.
Yeah.
Like,
what do I think about garden gnomes? I don't even know, man. I guess. Did you know that that's like Dawson's like thing is like gnomes?
no.
It's called they go by like Gnometown USA, and they have like historical people from the city. They make gnomes of them, and they put like a little heart on them.
That's
like
dope.
a whole like weird thing, dude. And then like every year, like some high schooler will like throw one in the river, and people get all pissed off and stuff. And like, I don't know. So garden gnomes, I don't know. I'd maybe have a garden gnome someday, because they're like, yeah, I don't know. They're just weird. What do you think?
I think they're funny, like especially when they show up in movies that aren't Romeo and Juliet. Like I don't know. Have you seen Project X?
I don't think so.
It's about the kid that throws a party and ended up getting way out of hand and trashing his whole neighborhood. I don't know. There's a gnome in it, and one of them steals the gnome from their drug dealer, and it turns out the gnome is full of ecstasy pills. And it's just ridiculous. I'm like, gnomes are funny when they show up. Like they're either creepy or they're funny.
Uh-huh.
Like I have no real middle ground or feelings towards gnomes.
It's
Like,
surprising how much they've been used and stuff. That they have like distinct iconography in like Hollywood. Like this, why should garden gnomes symbolize something? Like garden, like other statues don't mean anything, but they've been like elevated
well, I mean,
in cultural knowledge.
I don't know. They had that gnomes children's cartoon in the '90s.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember gnomes, but I remember watching on Nick Jr. a handful of times. Well, gnomes are better than lawn jockeys, at least.
Lawn jockeys.
Yeah. Well, lawn jockeys, horse racing jockeys. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, they were racist because they're like all in the South, and they're all like white ones painted black. But now people like make them, and they're just rainbow colored. Like they're just any ethnicity, so they're less racist in the modern age. But they do have some racist history. But what in our country doesn't?
Yeah.
Like,
So they're just like they just look like racehorse jockeys, and then they like paint them.
they're racehorse jockeys, and they're painted up, so it's like they've got the white shirt and the jacket, and
Oh, okay.
and they've got the various colored jackets. Like, let me try to find a picture of a lawn jockey real quick.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this. Those things that like I don't know if you ever saw them, the like little houses that people build for gardens that were like solar powered and they would glow at night. Those were pretty dope. I'm glad we have stuff that glows at night. Hold on, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah. No. These are the racist ones with the black face,
Well,
and here's a more recent ones.
the sophisticated.
I mean, I would never say sophisticated is a good word, but they've improved, and I think with them being less racist is like, I mean, that was still a black person, but
It doesn't have like the
it's more
they're
practical,
not drawn like somebody in Dragon Ball Z.
right? Like Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
What I mean, Japan itself has an interesting history with race and black people,
Yeah.
but it's like, where can you go?
Yeah,
That
I've never
doesn't.
seen those things before. You said you have one?
No,
Or
but
you just like
I've seen them. And they have an interesting history when they show up in media. Either they show up in media and they're extremely racist, or they're somewhat like that one.
oh.
Like, that's a goofy white dude. I'd have that in my front yard. But yeah, those are lawn jockeys.
Do you guys do any like Halloween decorations or anything like that? Or like
We used to when my nephews were here. After my nephews moved away, and we didn't have kids around, it's like we really didn't decorate this year for the holidays. And then it's like, awesome, my mom went back to work, and she's the main one that loves to decorate. It's like we usually decorate, but I mean, there's been years where we've had a tree in the living room, a tree out on the front porch, a tree in here, and a small tree in the bathroom. I was like,
it's your own forest.
yeah, like my mom loves holidays, and it's a real thing that because it's like she had a family. She technically, my mom is a boomer because she was born in '48, but they didn't have a lot of stuff. They didn't really
Mm-hmm.
decorate and treat themselves. They didn't, like, everything was finite. I was like, I don't. So she loved to decorate. It's just now people are busy, and
Yeah, man.
I don't really want to decorate.
I'm too like yeah, I get distracted by stuff.
I mean, I like to like put up some lights outside, maybe about it, but I'm not trying to
Yeah.
do all the stuff. It's like we've got blow up figures and so many like statues and shit for decoration.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my mom too. Definitely like, uh, yeah, like just holds on to a bunch of stuff too. So we just have multiples of a bunch of random things now, because it's like you just can't throw anything away how wrecked it is. Because like, yeah, they're just used to saving everything.
Yeah, and it's like and I'm still trying to convince like her to get rid of more stuff because like we have way too much stuff. Ah, fuck, I can't remember this damn password.
Oh, so that lets you like record whatever's playing, like the music or something.
No, I wanted to show you Audio Tool. It's music production software that's free.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've been playing with Audio Tool
Nice.
until I can get a new controller and start DJing again. Um, I don't know. It's interesting because basically there's lots of presets, but it's like any instrument you can imagine is in here. It's a giant library of synthesized instruments,
Huh. Cool.
and it's free.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one before. Is it like kind of newer then too?
Yeah. I will send you a link to the main website. But yeah, it's
Huh.
yeah. If I'd have known my password would have been not saved. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't think I've ever just used like a free one like that before. Because I don't think there was like a free, like a good music making free thing before. Like there was like Audacity and stuff where you could record audio, but not anything where like you could play instruments or anything.
in high school.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
there's like Fruity Loops was like a free one, I think.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just like would torrent stuff, so like yeah.
I mean, that's. I don't know. I'm part of the reason people can't listen to YouTube anymore because just stole so many instrumental beats from YouTube just for shitty half baked mixtapes. Like, and then there's a lot of beats that are on there for free, but I did not use a lot of those. There you are.
Boom. Oh yeah.
Ah, damn it! Stop being slow.
Yeah, I'll check it out. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy when I come across awesome free things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. The big part of the channel is like it's like I'm 30, I'm a stoner, and I just want to share things that I like and people who are cool and there's so much dope local music and I'm a DJ that doesn't have equipment right now. So I'm just trying to put people on.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, building community is a good thing.
Yeah. Especially like we live in Minnesota. This is the once great land and home of Prince, the great purple one.
It's
Like
true.
so many like musical greats have come out of these waters.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think there's like, yeah, a lot of people have just grown up around music or like playing music or everything too. So like, I know there's other places where you don't like get a chance to do that in school, but it seems like around here, like everybody has tried something at least once. Like,
I mean, everyone I know who went to school in Minnesota played the recorder. Had a recorder in like the
Oh yeah.
fourth grade.
That's
I know very few people who didn't have a recorder here. And it's like me being the destructive kid I was, got a screw stuck in mine.
Does it still work?
Nope. Nope. Never worked again.
Dude, there's got to be so many of those that exist. Yeah, because like kids are always forced to play them. There's got to be like millions of them out there.
Yeah. I miss. I mean, I feel very lucky and fortunate that I did have music education growing up. Like, music education is so good and tantamount for like just everyday happiness and like
Progress.
progress.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I think just growing up, kids need that outlet. They need something. I don't know if I'm just high, but
Oh yeah, it's true.
but yeah, we're at about 20 minutes. All right. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I know we didn't really talk about it a whole lot, but please like, comment, subscribe, keep giving to that Patreon. Also, there's Buy Me a Coffee. Yeah. You could give $5 to buy me a coffee. You could give $5 a Patreon. But give something. Until next time, I've been Mizu, and this is my guest Dan. Not Dan. Fuck.
Peter.
Peter. Oh, I've been high and giggly. Thank you.